Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Detroit Lions, thanks to one of my subscribers commenting about it and saying, hey, you should rebuild the Lions. So that's what we're doing here today, obviously. And yeah, shout out to them. So first, I'm going to refresh this roster and see what we got. I swear they had a better right guard than this. But yeah, TJ Hutchinson is gone, and I don't have the picks for those, so I'm going to have to force those because EA will trade the players to the team, but they won't trade the picks and update their game. If you want the picks, you're gonna have to wait for next year's game. That's how good EA is at doing their job. But as you can see, we don't have Jameson Williams here because I did not turn off pre-existing injury. So Jameson Williams will show up in the next season. So for right now, Amon-Ra St. Brown is our best threat along with Josh Reynolds. And I swear there is another threat with them other than just James. Yeah, where's DJ Chark? I guess he's injured as well. Unfortunate, yeah. I mean, in real life, he came back, but EA, of course, doesn't update the rosters correctly. So I guess we're not seeing DJ Chark for right now. We'll probably get him mid-season. And then I gotta say, this scheme is quite garbage. I'm not doing a 3-4 with this team. I'm doing a 4-3. It needs to be in a 4-3. Their linebackers are terrible. I'm just gonna keep it in Detroit's playbooks for now, just so that way we can get a god-awful pick, hopefully. And yeah, let's see how that will work. Aiden Hutchinson. Now, Lions fan, I'm going to completely agree with you on this. You robbed the Jaguars of Aiden Hutchinson. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, Trayvon Walker, I believe, can be a good player, but people delude themselves with the fact that whenever you call someone a quote-unquote higher upside, you think they're a better player. They're not. Trayvon Walker is not a better player than Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think he will be a better player. I think Aiden Hutchinson was the clear-cut #1 guy going into this draft, and that's what you want going into the draft. You want the #1 guy. He's 6'7", 246. He has elite athleticism. He is elite. And they chose Trayvon Walker over him because of his quote-unquote upside, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I hate it when people delude themselves with thinking that the upside will make them suddenly a better player. No, it won't. Aiden Hutchinson is the better player. I think he always will be the better player. Sorry for any Jaguars fans watching this. I don't think Trayvon Walker is going to be nearly as good. And Aiden Hutchinson is showing it this year. Aiden Hutchinson is showing that he's the better player this year. Oh, well, Trayvon Walker has the higher upside, so eventually he'll be better. I don't care. He's not better. It's just that simple. Jeff Okudah has taken a huge step up this year. Before, I thought he was honestly a bust, but he's taken a good step up this year. That's good for them. Deshaun Elliott is great whenever he's actually on the field, but that is a rare thing to actually see whenever he's on the field, especially with the Ravens coming from Ravens fans. Mike Hughes is at least young. Monty Oruwariye was good last year, but he's not been doing amazing this year. So in the draft, we're gonna Jared Goff has not been doing horrible for the Lions, especially what he's had to work with. But he does have a great offensive line. So Jared Goff we're gonna have to get rid of. And if I'm being honest with you, Lions fans, I like Jamal Williams. Yeah, I'm giving Jamal Williams a start of. He's 27 years old, so I'm probably not going to re-sign it. But I think Jamal Williams is better than DeAndre Swift, whether you like it or not, whether you want to hear it. I think just Jamal Williams is just better. He has the most rushing touchdowns in the league. Oh, well, he just feeds off DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is more of a receiving back than anything, but sometimes he just drops wide open passes. But I honestly think Jamal Williams is better. But for the sake of this rebuild, DeAndre Swift is younger. He has start ev. He's already an 82 overall. So we're going to rock with DeAndre Swift and not draft someone else or probably pick up someone else in free agency. So with that being said, let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 2-4. Expected us to do worse, but 2-4 it is. In real life, they barely just lost to the Bills because Dan Campbell can't manage a clock, even though he's a great coach. That was horrible clock management, but we're going to keep auto-generated rookies. Cody Davis, Caleb, something out of Northeast. I swear, dude, Northeast, and all of my rebuilds, Northeast just produces god quarterbacks. I hope we get him. Scouting national focus, we're going to do quarterback, of course. Let's see what we got there. And, yeah, quarterback, wide receiver is the top on the board, as you can see. And where's my water? I'm going to need that. Okay, that's completely off topic. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got here. Deshaun Elliott doesn't want to come back. Don't care, Deshaun. You're coming back because you're young and you have star development, so you're staying on the team. Jamal Williams, can I get a 1 year? I'm not signing you for 4 years, and you don't want to come back. I'm not going to give you a 1 year. I would give you a 1 year deal, but you want 4. Mike Hughes, I do want back. It's actually cheap overall, so yeah, I'm keeping him. DJ Chark finally appeared. Oh, man. I don't know. I'll keep DJ for 3 years if he accepts this. Yeah, I'll keep him. He'll be a good number 3. Monty Oruwariye. If he accepts this, I'll take him. Nah, he doesn't want to. That's fine with me. He can walk. Justin Jackson, no. Alex Anzalone, no. And everyone else here is just a no. Not interested in anyone else. It's fine with me. We're here to rebuild and not re-sign useless and old players. So let's get to the playoffs. So we had the 7th best passing offense in the league, but we went 4-13, perfect for that Northeast quarterback that always ends up being a beast in my rebuilds. Anyways, Jared Goff, wow, 7th passing yards, 20th passing touchdowns, 40th passer rating. There's only 32 teams in the NFL, Jared Goff. How do you manage that? 17th best offense in the league. What was our defense? Our defense was probably horrible. Worst. Okay. 4,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. Worst, one of the worst ratios I've ever seen. Probably Jameis Winston with the worst ratio I've ever seen. Jamal Williams was 16 touchdowns to DeAndre Swift's 2. But okay. Yeah, this is like he literally had half the reps to DeAndre Swift. And yeah, I guess he's our 3rd down running back, but still, oh my God. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 14 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, and 106 receptions. He's getting superstar dev. If he doesn't get it, I'm forcing it. 106 receptions is crazy, along with double-digit touchdowns and 1,400 yards. Josh Reynolds, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's a great year as well. Looking at it defensively, Alex Anzalone, 130 tackles. Ooh, 3 players with 100-plus tackles. Cool. Tackles for a loss. 21 for Aiden Hutchinson. Great rookie year. Sacks, 4.5. In real life, Aiden Hutchinson already has, like, I think 6.5. So that's stupid. But interceptions is 3 for Deshaun Elliott. And safeties on the team is 1 for Aleem McNeil. And defensive touchdowns is 0. So 4-13. We're going to probably have a baller draft. So it's not time to move in to the offseason. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs beat the Cardinals in the Super Bowl, and he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jameis Winston wins the league MVP. No way in hell will anyone say that in real life. And it looks like the Lions have no one here. But Doug Peterson on the Jaguars wins Coach of the Year, so I guess Trevor Lawrence is balling out in simulation. But let's see what we got for the team. As Jared Goff continues to suck, Jamal Williams is now a higher overall than DeAndre Swift. Okay, proves my point further. Amon-Ra St. Brown was superstar dev. That's what I expected. Defensively looking into it, Alex Anzalone, and who is this? Something Rodriguez, Malcolm Rodriguez. Okay, that was his rookie season. Okay, he seems to be already having star development. Works for me. I like that. And yeah, let's see what we got for the rest of the development upgrades. Ooh, who is this guy? Ifedi Mulafu? What, bro? Lions got these weird DB names like Amani Oruwariye and Ifedi something. I'm just going to call him Ifedi out of Syracuse. I've honestly never heard of him until now, but he is star dev, so I guess he's staying on the team. And yeah, I need to completely revamp this defense. It's terrible, but I also need a quarterback and a receiver. I need everything. I need to throw up a prayer in this free agency is what I need to do. Holy crap. If the entire old players of this team can just retire so I don't have to deal with your cap room and I can just fill in super cheap late round rookies in your position, I'm sure they'll do just as good. What do we got for the NFC North? Okay, no one on the Lions retires. Unfortunate. But I was really praying that Jared Goff would retire for our team, but that's fine. Jamal Williams. I just can't resign you because he wants 4 years whenever he's already regressing. Everyone here is just, yeah, I'm pretty sure I already said I didn't want anyone there. So only $44 million to spend because of Jared Goff's contract. Let's move into it. So after free agency, literally almost nobody had an interest in signing with us. For some reason, it says Sterling Shepard no longer has an interest, but he had like yellow interest whenever he was in free agency, but suddenly he doesn't want to play for us once he signed. But he's going to be on the team whether he wants it or not. Only 1 year, and then Jabril Peppers I got on a decent deal. He's going to stay with the team for a little bit. I don't think he's going to progress insanely, but he's better than what we have. So let's move to the draft. And with the number 2 overall pick out of North Dakota State, hidden development field general, 6'2", 233, 92 throw power. Cody Davis is going to be the QB of the future, and I'm going to try and trade away Jared Goff as soon as I can. And in the second round, I'm picking up defensive tackle Josh Owens, hidden development out of Notre Dame. He seems pretty good. And in the 5th round, I'm picking up a hidden development fullback, because always in the first year I pick up a fullback, kicker, and a punter in the final 3 rounds just because I just don't want to pay him, so he seems pretty good. So this is the team after the draft. Davis is a 76 overall. My fullback is a 71 overall. Who is this Carter guy? Oh, no, that's my fullback. I'm an idiot. I was like, who is this guy? I was like, why is he a 46 overall running back with a hidden development? Yeah, he's a fullback. So we're going to move in to the free agency here and see if we got any other receivers. Tyler Bass is here. I want to see Richie James. Sure, honestly, I'll sign Richie James just on a 1-year deal, just so that way we can have receivers for our guy. And then I also need a tight end for him. Jawan Johnson is apparently the top tight end, so we're going to sign him because he's better than the guy we got. And I also want to sign a middle linebacker as well if we can. Gruger Hill, all these guys are terrible, but I guess Gruger Hill is going to be the middle linebacker 1 for this team this year, which is not a good thing, but so we're going to look into the rest of the team. So offensively, we should be doing all right. I need to get Jared Goff out of here, unless he has the mentor tag. Does he have a mentor tag? He has a bridge QB tag. So the Commanders will love to have him on their team. So Rodriguez is going to be there. Gruger Hill. Owens is a 71 overall. Sean Elliott. Why is he here? Why is Tracy Walker still here with an Achilles tear? I don't want him here because, yeah, I don't want Tracy Walker here. But, yeah, I'm going to try to get someone. Yeah, I need to fill in someone for whatchamacallit, for Jared Goff, so that way he doesn't auto start. Well, he won't auto start because he's a lower overall. I just don't want his contracts on my team. It's as simple as that, and the Commanders would love to have them on their team. I don't know why I went this way, but Commanders don't have a high injury. Ooh, Falcons. No, the Niners have a high end. The Niners love having average QBs lead them to a Super Bowl. Let's give me your second-round pick for Jared Goff. It's a done deal, baby. No way, that actually just worked. Second-round pick for Jared Goff. Baller, bro. Absolute baller. I mean, it was Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford, so I guess you could say he's worth something. But then we also need to sign a second-string mentor QB, just so that way we can get an XP boost for for our new QB, Corey Davis. Was his name Corey Davis? No, it was Cody Davis. I was like, Corey Davis? That sounds too similar. That sounds a little bit too similar. But anyways, this is going to be the team going into the next year. C. Davis. It has to be Cody Davis. Yes, Cody Davis. I'm not an idiot. He's wearing number 10. In the draft, he was wearing number 7. So that's interesting. But yeah, I think we got everything we want here. Frank Ragnow looks a lot different from last season. And yeah, the defense still sucks. We're going to move Owens up and specialist. And Swift, Owens, Rodriguez needs to start. And I'm going to change up the scheme real quick as well for the offense and the defense. I always go Cleveland offense and Kansas City defense. So where is it at? Cleveland offense. And where's the Kansas City defense? Because that seems to work the best for me. Kansas City defense. It doesn't really get a lot of passing numbers, but it wins games. That's all I really want. So anyways, guys, it's now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, 4-2 top of the division, something the Lions will never hear in their lifetime, but we got the players ready to negotiate. I mean, they might hear it. Their team's getting better with Dan Campbell. Richie James, why do you have no interest in re-signing? I mean, I wouldn't re-sign you anyways, but like, you're a free agent. Nobody cares about you anyways. You're always just going to be a rotational player that people pick up whenever their receivers get injured. You have no value on most teams, but anyways, just had to go on a Richie James rant because he had no interest in signing with my team, and I had no interest in re-signing him in the first place, but whatever. Gruber Hill, no. Same deal with you. Nobody wants you. Jawan John, same deal with you, bro. They're all just like, I'm better than the Lions, even though nobody wanted to touch them in the first place. DeAndre Swift, we're going to need you back. Even though I did shit talk you, we're going to need you back. And, he wants a bigger offer. He knows the Lions have money. Sterling Shepard, 3 years? Yeah, let's try 1, buddy. Yeah, no, not considering it. Yeah, sure, go to another team. Jonah Jackson, please return, because our team is terrible. And he returns, good stuff. And who else do we got? Romeo Okwara. He's already 28. He's going to be regressing. He won't even make it to an 80 overall by the end of this rebuild, which is pitiful. He probably won't even make it to like a 78 overall. Charles Harris, forgot he was on the team. No. Everyone else here? No. I want DeAndre Swift. Hopefully he'll come back whenever I can next re-sign him. But for now, let's see if we can make the playoffs. We actually made the playoffs, 9-8, top of the division. It looks like Aaron Rodgers retired because he was sick of not having receivers. Coming off a loss to the Falcons, doesn't matter. Home field advantage against the 10-7 Niners, who have Jared Goff. No way is he starting. They're not starting Jared Goff. I know they have Trey Lance there. I'm going to be so upset if he's starting. 49ers, QB, Jared Goff. Oh my God. No way. Jared Goff is going to win this Super Bowl with them. Year one. Breakout defensive lineman as well. Ali McNeil. Really, dude? Bring it this week against the Niners. I hope you brought it whenever you were younger. You're like 32. I don't care if you become an X Factor. I don't want you on my team. Holy shit. Cody Davis, 4th for the running and MVP. 1st in passing yards, 1st in passing touchdowns, 15th passer rating, 2nd best offense in the NFL. Best defense. What the? How are we 9-8? 5,000 yards, 43 touchdowns, 15 receptions, a little much, but it's fine. He's a rookie. Like he was top 4. He was top 4 for MVP. I'm cool with him. DeAndre Swift, 15 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry, 1,200 yards. Yeah, I want to re-sign him. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 101 receptions, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. That better be an X factor. Back-to-back years, 100 receptions, and more yards than last year. I think 5 less receptions. I think he had 106 last year for receptions. He had 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns last year. He better get X factor. Sterling Shepard did great, but it's because of our QB. Let's be real. I'm not re-signing Sterling Shepard on a 3-year deal. Jameson Williams. Oh, yeah. I completely forgot he was back. Yeah, I forgot he was back, but he did pretty good. Looking at it defensively, Gruger Hill, 107 tackles for a loss, 18 for Aiden Hutchinson. Sacks, 14.5 for Aiden Hutchinson. Romeo Okwara was 6. Interceptions, 4 for Mike Hughes. Safeties is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Cody Davis, baller, baby. Baller. Let's see. We better be able to beat Jared Goff here. Cody Davis is an absolute animal. Yes, sir. 31-28. Breakout player. What do we got? Lee McNeil. Show me X Factor. Not going to lie. That game was humbling. No shit. You allowed Jared Goff to drop 28 on you. I hope it was humbling. View weekly awards. Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns. Cody Davis, 2 passing touchdowns. Got sacked 3 times. Our offensive line is good. That's kind of surprising. 7 rushing yards, 307 passing yards, no interceptions. Good for him. Justin Herbert seems to be balling out on the Chargers, but Chargers never re-signed him in simulation. But let's see if we can beat the Carolina Panthers and Baker Mayfield, who's a freaking god in simulation. We beat the god in simulation. Now we have to face the next god in simulation, Micah Parsons. Dak Prescott and Zeke, who are all gods in simulation. In the conference championship, can the Lions win their first ever conference championship in history? I'm surprised we made it to the conference championship. I just realized that. No, we cannot. Allowing 52 points with the best defense in the NFL. Okay, sure. Let's move to the offseason. And Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP. Cody Davis wins the Rookie of the Year. He better have X Factor. He better have X Factor. I swear to God, dude. He's going to be one of those out of North Dakota State, bro. He has only Superstar. That's fine. Did he get the Superstar or did he come with it? He got the Superstar. Okay, so I'm not going to force him to X Factor. If he came with Superstar, I would have made him X Factor for sure. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets Superstar X Factor. Jameson Williams is here. I didn't notice him before, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And DJ Chark, yeah, we're going to keep DJ Chark as our 3, and I honestly don't think we need any other receivers now that Jameson Williams is back and DJ Chark isn't bad and Amon-Ra St. Brown is balling out. And then defensively, Aiden Hutchinson, I thought he would have been Superstar. I guess I didn't notice that last year. He's only star, but that's fine with me. And yeah, Owens is a Superstar dev. He definitely didn't come with that. I'm going to check, though. No, he definitely came with that. He didn't get upgraded. Yeah. Baller pick by me. So, yeah, we definitely need some middle linebackers. I feel like some teams will actually want to sign with us now that we made it to the conference championship. So, yeah. Let's do that. Hopefully, DeAndre Swift has changed his mind about staying with the team because he had a great year. The team had a great year. He should really not be picky with his contract, especially now that we have a franchise QB behind us. 2023 retirements. Let's see what we got for the NFC North here. NFC North. Adam Thielen retires. It's good for our division, but they still got Justin Jefferson, who's going to dominate. Players ready to negotiate. I really just want DeAndre Swift back. Richie James still doesn't want to come back. Makes no sense. DeAndre Swift still doesn't want to come back. I'm gonna overpay him a little bit. Let's see if he comes. He still wants to play for a new team. Damn, you picky, bro. I'm gonna try to get him back in free agency or maybe even a better back. But anyways, let's move into it. After free agency, got Rashawn Gary, who I'm going to move down to defensive end, has interest. DeAndre Swift, I gave him a cheaper contract in free agency than what I originally offered him. And then he just accepted for literally first period of free agency. I was the only team that originally offered him, but he didn't even hold out or wait for a contract. He's like, sure, I'll just take less of a contract now. Idiot. Fletcher Cox 1-year deal and Stephon Gilmore on a 2-year deal. Those guys are just veterans. Other two guys are more important in DeAndre Swift and Rashawn Gary. I still need to draft a linebacker heavily. And is Aiden Hutchinson a left end or a right end, or does the CPU just feel like moving him whenever they feel like it? Aiden Hutchinson is originally a right end, so the CPU just feels like moving them whenever they want to. So great. Love it by EA every single year. Rashawn Gary out of Michigan as well. I guess I never knew that. Interesting. So Michigan buddies playing on the same defensive line, but completely different classes, so they probably didn't even know each other. But they're both playing on the same line now, so that's cool. Lee McNeil, you're off the team. I wanted to... Ooh. I didn't know he was so young. I thought this dude was so much older. But I'm still gonna trade this dude away. You know why? Because we have a superstar defensive tackle. This guy's off the team. Can I get a 3rd round pick? Would that work? Sure. 3rd round pick for a Lee McNeil. He has a 75 overall without the boost. Owens and Levi Onwuzurike. You are going to... You're going to move to the other right end position because I just want my other guy to start so bad and I don't want to cut you. So you're going to play there. And then I need a middle linebacker and a DB would be nice as well. Receivers, I think I'm okay on. I'm really fine with DJ Chark and this guy Newberry. A tight end and a right guard is what I need. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, let's move into the draft. In the 1st round, I'm picking up a receiver. I already know, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yo, you said you didn't need a receiver. He's a slot archetype. We needed a slot as well. DJ Chark was good, but at the same time, there was no good DBs on the boards. There were no good middle linebackers on the board. There wasn't any good defensive players that I wanted on the board, and this was the best player available. Sometimes you just got to do it. I wasn't going to force my way in a 1st round pick, and I'm glad I didn't because Tavon Stecker out of USC seems pretty good. I'm trading my 2nd round pick away for Devin Bush because this middle linebacker class and DB class is absolutely horrendous. So yeah, maybe I'll trade for a DB as well because we kind of desperately need one. So I'll go look for one. Ooh, and in the 3rd round, picking up middle linebacker TJ Vincent. I know I said the middle linebacker class was really bad after just trading for Devin Bush, but I took a shot on a guy and it looks like he's a hit. Pass coverage, so we got 2 good linebackers. I'll probably kick this guy out to the, I think, right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker position, something around there, but he seems pretty good. And here we are after the draft. Stecker is a 76 overall. Baller, dude. He's going to be so good. I keep forgetting to pick a tight end. Oh my god, we're just gonna have to keep rocking with these horrible tight ends. Defensively, I'm not going to adjust too much. Yeah, Vincent's a 71 overall. Great. I don't know who this guy Graves is. That's such a hard last name, dude. Graves out of South Carolina. Juan Graves. Interesting. CPU picked him up because I sure didn't. I stopped drafting after the 3rd round. But, yeah. Good stuff. I like what we got here on this team. And anything else specifically that stands out to me? Rodriguez, what are you? Are you left outside linebacker or right outside linebacker? So I think I want to move Vincent to the left outside linebacker position because Barnes I think will be fine as a 2nd string middle linebacker. And we will have a great 4-3 scheme going there. So hopefully it actually makes him the left outside linebacker instead of forcing him to right outside linebacker. And there we go. Okay, good stuff. And I want to hire why is Amon-Ra St. Brown in my slot? I mean, technically, I guess he's a slot guy, but he needs to be my receiver 1. I need to get a tight end and a mentor QB. So where is Bridge QB, mentor QB? Andy Dalton, come back. I wish you could sign free agents for more than just 1 year. It's kind of annoying. Let's go to, where is tight end? There is tight end, and sure, this guy. Sure. Joshua Dagariga or something. I don't know. I'm an idiot when it comes to pronouncing names. You guys should know this by now if you guys have been on the channel. But we're going to see what we got here. Stecker is going to move up over DJ Chark. Hopefully he can be pretty good for us. Defensively, Vincent, Graves, my Q's. Cool with all of this. Specialist. Stecker is going to move up. Owens, Walker, Bush. I don't want Tracy Walker. Why is Tracy Walker a star dev as well? I'll trade him in the offseason because I just don't need him. Should I trade him now? But it will rearrange my entire depth chart, but I might as well. I just don't need him on the team. High interest, Browns. Give me your 2nd round pick for him. Can I get the... Ooh, it's a back end 2nd round pick. Oh, they don't have money. Never mind. Let's see what else we can get for him. Do you guys have money? Yes, you do. How much? Ooh, I'll probably get a third-round pick out of Tracy Walker. And I do. Third-round pick for Tracy Walker. Works for me. Oh, and the offensive depth chart did not get adjusted. That's nice to see because I already have this guy, Iafetti, as a star development backup to him. So that's cool with me. Specialist, Stecker. Okay, it didn't adjust too much. I kind of want Vincent starting at my sub linebacker, but Devin Bush I know is better. So we're just going to rock with that. And yeah, also, oh my gosh, I have one more thing. I'm so sorry for the people watching this. Anytime I adjust a roster, I feel like people want to tear their eyes out. Graves, I want to make my slot DB so that way he gets all the reps as well. So anyways, let's see if we can make back-to-back playoffs and move into the midseason mark. We are 5-1, top of the division, above everyone, which means we're top. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. I just saw the Packers and was like, no way, we're better than the Packers. But then I realized that they don't have Aaron Rodgers probably. Anyways, I'm retarded, and we were coming off a win to the Houston Texans. Breakout defensive line, Aiden Hutchinson, please. Or Sean Gary, he could be an X factor. That would be quite sick, but I don't think he's going to get 3 interceptions or 3 sacks, so unfortunate. But we're not going to elite game plan a elite QB, so I guess maybe they do have Rodgers. Why are they 3-4? Andy Dalton, Amon-Ra St. Brown has no interest. I don't care. You're coming back, whether you want to. I don't give a shit. I'll tag you. I'll do anything. You're coming back. Let's give Penei Sewell a player-friendly deal. How, dude? How? Jeff Okuda, player-friendly. And finally, someone has common sense. Or a winning team. Why does nobody want to come back? Taylor Decker. I'll give you a 3-year deal. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. Levi Onwuzurike, get off my team. Iafetti. I might want Iafetti back. Hopefully he increases his interest. I'll give him a base deal to be a second-string free safety. Because he's not horrible. I mean, I guess he can play in rotation, which will be fine with me. So anyways, guys, it's now time to move in. Actually, not to the playoffs. I want to see this breakout player. I want to see what we got here against the Packers. I almost forgot. I forget these almost every single time. What's the breakout player? Losing by 1 point. Well, that was an embarrassing performance. Low-key. Wow. EA is trying to be cool, bro. Low-key. That was an embarrassing performance. Anyways, we're going to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs coming off a win to the Panthers as we are 10-7, second in the division. Packers steal the division from us, unfortunately. That loss at the midseason was huge for us. And Cody Davis, a little bit of a down year, but still doing good. 12th best offense in the league, best defense. 4,500 yards, 34 touchdowns, 14 receptions. Like, that's still not bad. It's still not a bad year. DeAndre Swift, 14 touchdowns, 4.9 per carry, 1,500 yards. I'm so sorry for shit-talking you, DeAndre. Amon-Ra St. Brown, another 100 reception season, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Down year from last year, but still, it's a great year. Tavon Stecker, 12 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. I'm glad I drafted him. Looking at it defensively, Devin Bush, 102 tackles for a loss, 20 for Aiden Hutchinson, sacks, 16 for Sean Gary, 10.5 for Aiden Hutchinson. Fletcher Cox with 7 and Owens with 5. Interceptions is 4 for Stephon Gilmore, and safeties is 1 for Aiden Hutchinson. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Stephon Gilmore and 1 for Malcolm Rodriguez. Okay, interesting, but we're going to see what we got here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and see if we can beat them to move on to the divisional round. Could we do it? We do not. Okay, 35-28, kind of what I expected. Anyways, we're going to move in to the offseason. And the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl. Jadeveon Clowney wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. And Tavon Stecker wins the Rookie of the Year. So hopefully he has Superstar Dev. He better have at least Superstar Dev because he just won the Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. What do we got? Stecker is a Superstar. That's cool with me. And yeah, still tight ends just don't exist for me. I'm so sorry, guys. And yeah, I'm gonna need a right guard as well. And then Vincent only has star dev. Aiden Hutchinson gets up to superstar dev. That's sick. And yeah, I'm gonna need to make some moves in free agency. I think I need to maybe get Vincent just didn't develop quick enough. Obviously, 1 year is enough. I'm gonna need another DB, a right guard, a tight end, and maybe a second string back as well would be nice. So, yeah, hopefully Stephon Gilmore does not retire. I do not want him to retire because I still need him for 1 more year because we are going into the 4th and final season. The team has been pretty good since we've rebuilt them. I'm pretty happy with our rebuild so far. 2024 retirements. What are we going to have here? NFC North, and Andy Dalton retires. Okay, that's fine. I guess we just need another mentor QB. Looking at the players ready to negotiate here, who are we going to have? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Guess what? I don't care if you do not want to come back. You're coming back regardless. Okay, so we're gonna have to try and make moves. Penei Sewell. We're going to give you a player-friendly deal, and we're going to up the living crap out of this money. You're staying, bro. you're staying, whether you want it or not. Levi Onwuzurike. I'll just give him a base deal if he wants this, and he wants to hit free agency. That's fine with me. Everyone else is fine to hit free agency. St. Brown, you're staying on the team. I don't care what you want. You're staying on the team, dude. And yeah, it's time to hit free agency with $70 million to spend. So let's move into it. After free agency, getting Kyle Pitts, 94 overall superstar X Factor, exactly what we needed. I offered on Patrick Surtain, offered him a bunch of money, had the highest offer. He didn't want to come. So I completely overpaid for Chidobe Awuzie, and then got Cody Whitehair at left guard. I'm going to move him to the right guard position right now. And I think the team should honestly be set. But, I mean, we have good receivers. We have an elite tight end right now. And Cody Whitehair, I'm going to completely move to right guard. I don't know what to do with my first round pick is the main thing, because I already overpaid for a defensive back. Our safeties are good. I already traded for linebackers. I guess I'll just draft another middle linebacker as depth, and I'll draft a halfback as depth, or I can just pick another one up in free agency. But anyways, let's move to the draft. In the first round, picking up left outside linebacker, pass coverage. Hunt, he seems horrible, but I guess it is what it is. So this is the fourth and final look of the team going into the fourth and final season. It looks like the back that I picked up wasn't that good. Let's see the left outside linebacker. Hunt was terrible. CPU drafted better than me in the later rounds, apparently picking up a third string free safety. The team's good. It just, if I had more time to develop it, maybe, you know what? I might do a fifth season. If we don't win the Super Bowl this season, I think I'll do a fifth season. I completely overpaid for Chidobe Awuzie, but it's fine. I'll just do a fifth season just cause, and I'm signing James Conner just cause. So he's on the team now behind DeAndre Swift. So let's move in to the playoffs because we don't need to resign anybody at the midseason mark. Here we are in the playoffs going 16-1, coming off a win to the Seahawks. No way, dude. Crazy season. Holy crap. Okay, Cody Davis. All right, we're in a running scheme. It's fine. 9th best offense in the NFL and 10th best defense. So top 10 both ways. 4,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Amazing ratio. DeAndre Swift, 14 touchdowns. James Conner, 23. Holy crap, dude. Running game goes crazy with the dual threat here. 5.1 average, 1,400 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, another 100 reception season, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's why we needed you back. Jameson Williams doing pretty all right. Stecker, a little bit of a down year. And Kyle Pitts was completely underwhelming like how he is in real life. Malcolm Rodriguez, 118 tackles for a loss, 16 for Aiden Hutchinson. Sacks, 25.5 for Rashawn Gary, breaking the all-time record. Aiden Hutchinson with 13, Fletcher Cox with 13. So Rashawn Gary better get X Factor. Interceptions 3 for Malcolm Rodriguez. Safeties is 1 for Aiden Hutchinson. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Malcolm Rodriguez. And Chidobe Awuzie, you better be worth the money. I paid that dude like $15 million a year. It was crazy. Anyways, we're going to see who we're playing in the divisional round. I'm not going to play in the divisional round, even though it's the fourth and final season. I swear to God, we better beat the 12-5 New York Giants. We're 16-1 with top 10 defense and top 10 offense, and we lose. Okay, I'm doing a fifth year. That's pissing me off. That's so stupid how we go 16-1 and lose the Giants in the divisional. So let's get to the offseason. Patriots beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and Christian Barmore wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP. Our coach gets the coach of the year, and Rashawn Gary gets defensive player of the year. So that's definitely an X factor for Rashawn Gary going into the fifth year. I don't think I've ever done a fifth year rebuild in a long time, especially not in Madden 23. I'm just enjoying this because Cody Davis is a god. And looks like offensively, there are no upgrades. Defensively, what do we got? Oh my god, no way. Madden's retarded. I'm giving him X Factor. You win Defensive Player of the Year, break the all-time sack record by like 3 whole sacks, and they're like, yeah, no, he doesn't deserve X Factor. Retarded game. And also, I'm giving Aiden Hutchinson X Factor as well. Oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm being realistic. Dude had 16 sacks in a season and has been consistent for the team the entire rebuild. He's getting X Factor. I'll shove it in your face the entire time. So what do we want now? in free agency, I'm honestly kind of good with everything. Stephon Gilmore has X Factor now. I don't know why. I don't know why he does, but sure, they gave X Factor to the wrong player. They gave it to Stephon Gilmore and not Rashawn Gary or Aiden Hutchinson. But sure, we'll take it. We got to try and resign players here. I'm sure Stephon Gilmore and Fletcher Cox are going to retire here. So let's see what we got. And NFC North, Cody Whitehair and Fletcher Cox retires. So I need a new right guard, and I need a new defensive tackle as well. Players ready to negotiate. We didn't even do this, so St. Brown, we're going to go through this again. Very player friendly. We're going to overpay for you, and thank you for re-signing. Aiden Hutchinson. We'll give you a 5-year deal, up the money a little bit more, so that way we know you stay, and he stays. And Jameson Williams, player friendly, 5-year deal, up the money even a little bit more for you. He resigns. Just handing out contracts. Devin Bush, I do need you back. Even though you don't want to be here, dude, you're going to need to stay. Come on. And he resigns. Malcolm Rodriguez, same deal with you. Even though you don't want to be here, you're going to need to resign. Come on, dude. He resigns. Just overpaying for everyone. Stephon Gilmore, I still want you for another year. I'm cool with this. He stays. DJ Chark, you can walk. Josh Dent, everyone else here. James Conner is a guy. I want James Conner back. He had an amazing season. He's going to need to stay. And he resigns. Good stuff. So I need a defensive tackle. I would like another second-string middle linebacker. And I need a right guard. So let's go try and find that in free agency. So we had a decent free agency, getting Grover Stewart, Ernest Jones, and Aaron Banks. All just decent players, but they're going to be fill-in players. I think I'm just going to trade away my first-round pick for a defensive tackle and just get another elite one. So let's move into the draft. Okay, now I'm trading away a first, a second, and a fifth for the elite superstar X Factor, Vita Vea, as he is now on the team. Another elite defensive tackle. We got a great defensive line, 3 superstar X Factors, and a superstar and Grover Stewart. Now I don't have any picks or futures, so let's move to the end of the draft. Here we are after the draft, as it looks like the CPU picked up this guy named Coleman. I'm sure he won't get a single reception. Looking at it defensively, Vita Vea, Grover Stewart, amazing defensive line, probably one of the best I've ever seen in Madden. So it looks great. Everything looks good on here. And yeah, team is ready to go for the 5th and final season. Not going to go for a 6th season, so we're just going to skip out on the midseason mark because we don't need to resign anybody. So let's just move to the playoffs. We better make them. And here we are, 14-3, top of the division, coming off a loss to the Packers, unfortunately, but they finished 5-12. We already knew we'd get the first seed. We didn't care. And Cody Davis, baller. Let's see this boy. 6th best offense in the NFL. And he is 4th once again for MVP. And it looks like Vita Vea's old quarterback won the league MVP. Let's see what our defense ranked on the team. And 3rd best defense. We're just top 10 all around. 4,900 yards, 45 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. DeAndre Swift, 12 touchdowns. Did they cut? Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna kill the CPU. Oh, let's just cut James Conner because he had 23 touchdowns last season. I hate the autofill thing. EA is retarded. Receiving wise, Amon-Ra St. Brown, best season he's had yet. 18 touchdowns, 1,500 yards, almost 1,600 yards, and 112 receptions. Jameson Williams, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think that was his best season. And looking at defensively, Devin Bush, 111 tackles for a loss, 19 for Aiden Hutchinson, sacks, 16.5 for Rashawn Gary, 15.5 for Aiden Hutchinson, and only 10 for Vita Vea. Interceptions, 2 for Stephon Gilmore. That's pretty low. Safety, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So, I swear to God, I'm going to be playing... I'm going to be playing the divisional round, because if we lose after playing 5 seasons, I'm going to be quite pissed. And, oh my God... Don't tell me Jared Goff is still on this. He can't be on this team after 5 whole seasons. No chance. Imagine he's like an X Factor. Yeah, he's not here. He's probably long gone. And yeah, his regression probably hit pretty hard too. So anyways, we're going to be playing the Niners in this playoff game and see what we got here. So yeah, let's just move into it. We better not lose. And Patrick Surtain is here as well. I completely forgot about him. I tried to offer him a bunch of money. Went to San Francisco instead. Let's prove him wrong. Here we are against the San Francisco 49ers. They strike first 3-0. Now it's 3-3 in the second quarter. 6-3. Wow, what a soccer game we got going here. 9-3, 16-10 at halftime. 24. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't keep up with this score. 31-17. Still anyone's game here. And no, it's our game now. It's 3 possessions. Game's so long over. Get out of here with that. 41-25, and yeah, that's going to be your final score, as we're going to be moving on to the conference championship. Hopefully we can actually take it to the Super Bowl this time. Here we are to face Dallas Cowboys in the conference championship again. We lost in year 2 with them with Cody Davis, so hopefully we can actually do it this time. Let's move into it. Here we are against the Dallas Cowboys, as it is currently 7-0 and now 7-7. Good stuff. They're going to strike right back, 14-7, 21-7. Come on, offense, let's wake up and do something. 14-21, 17-21 at halftime. And they're going to not get a touchdown. Okay, first lead of the game for us. 24-24, 27-24. Let's get another touchdown, seal this thing out. 30-24. No way. No way. Ooh, do I need to jump into this? 33-31. Big moment. What is this? Oh, they're going for a Hail Mary. Okay. No, we'll just see this. I want to see their demise. I'm gonna put in the rush on this side with Devin Bush. It's not really gonna be much of a rush, but it's better than what we got with the 3 men. And he's going deep. Just play back, just in case. There we go. Good stuff. We're going to the Super Bowl, 33-31. We actually came clutch with that final score. I thought they were seriously gonna clutch us out again, like they did in the last time they beat us. But we're going to the Super Bowl. First time ever Lions going to the Super Bowl. I'm glad I stayed for a 5th season. Let's move into it. And we are finally here with the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness. This was a long video, I bet, especially since it's the first time doing 5 seasons on this channel. And Cody Davis, good superstar X Factor, no surprise. He was a stud from day 1. And honestly, I feel like DeAndre Swift deserves superstar after all this time, but I'm not going to give it to him because I know people would just get pissed. And it looks like there's no defensive upgrades. Yeah, it looks like Grover Stewart took over Owens' position, even though I wanted Owens to develop, but I guess not. And, I mean, he doesn't even need to develop. It's the final season. Kyle Pitts hasn't done jack shit, so hopefully he can do that in this Super Bowl, as we are 14-3 here to face the 9-8 Los Angeles Chargers. I think we're both competing for our first Super Bowl win, so let's move into it. Here we are in Miami for the Super Bowl, as they're going to start 3-0. Now it's 3-3 into the second quarter of the Super Bowl. And we take the first touchdown of the game, 10-3 against the Chargers, 10-3 at halftime, and 13-3 now, 20-3. That's what I like to see. 20-10. Still anyone's game here. No, we took that. That's game. We're done. Oh yeah, garbage time touchdowns. We're destroying them. 34-10. Slapped them in the face, and this is definitely going to be a successful rebuild for the Detroit Lions. And Cody Davis finally pulls it off, and Lions fans, you can finally rest easy now in your grave, now that you have finally won a Super Bowl. Good stuff, boys. This was a good rebuild. I definitely enjoyed it, especially with Cody Davis. He was balling out. I might want to follow his career, kind of like how Bengal does, following the career of a generational talent. But he wasn't really generational, but he was pretty good, especially for the scheme we had. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Let me know down below which team you'd like me to rebuild next. I think I might do... I don't know, someone commented something about another team. Whatever. Tell me which team you'd like me to rebuild next. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.